Let's go back to the beginning of this card, because it was supposed to be the trilogy match between Nunes and Juliana Pena. Of course, Nunes had to go against Pena last summer to get her title back, but Juliana has an injury. She's out. So now we get Aldana stepping in. Your initial thoughts when you heard that Aldana was going to be stepping in for Juliana Pena?
If I'm being completely honest, it's the fight that I wanted. I think it's the fight that everybody wanted to see. I mean, the fights with Juliana were epic in their own right, each for their own reasons. But the way that second one ended, I wasn't necessarily clamoring to see that a third time right away. I think eventually down the line. This is a fight, though. This is fresh meat, fresh blood for Amanda Nunes. And when you look at the streak that Irene Aldana's been on, the way that she's been able to finish fights, the power that she possesses, everybody can see that with her clean striking, with her ability to come forward, she's going to present some real challenges that Amanda, frankly, hasn't seen, even against the likes of Holly Holm.
You know, I like the matchup just because it is new and we haven't seen it before. I do find myself wanting to remind everybody that there's levels to this game. And Juliana Pena is absolutely at that level with Amanda Nunes, and she made Amanda work harder than she wanted to in the first fight and the second fight. But I have to remind everyone that Amanda Nunes is the greatest female MMA fighter of all time. And I think that Aldana has looked fantastic against all of her opponents. She really has the skill set to give her problems. But I just think Amanda Nunes is on a different level, and I think that she's going to be tested, and we're going to have to see her level up and do things we haven't seen her do before.
All right, so that brings me to my next question, Anthony, and that's a really good point, because for Aldana, this is clearly the biggest fight of her career, the first time she's had a chance at a UFC belt, but she's also going against, as you just mentioned, the greatest fighter on the women's side in the history of mixed martial arts. You have firsthand knowledge of that. You know what it's like to go for a title and go up against the GOAT in Jon Jones. Kind of give us a mindset of what's that like, considering who's across the cage from you.
Well, I think that her mindset's going to be a little different than mine, because she has someone that she sees every single day in practice that also did the same thing and was able to come out with a win. It is different going in there against someone who everyone is telling you that you can't beat, but also you have a hard time finding the holes in their game yourself. So you have to be able to see it, and if you can't see it and you can't envision yourself taking advantage of some of those holes, it's going to be really tough. Amanda Nunes has showed that she does have some holes in her game. Obviously, she lost the fight to Juliana Pena. She was broken. So I think Aldana's in a better position maybe than I was in, because we hadn't seen anybody break Jon Jones.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Jon Jones, even still to this day, haven't seen him lose. And he's lost very, very few rounds. So Aldana is in a much better position to dethrone the champion because of those things. She's seen her lose, she's seen her broken, and she's seen someone else that's just like her go against, one of the greatest of all time and get a win.
Of course, Laura, she's talking about Alexa Grasso, who beat Valentina Shevchenko. How much of that familiarity from like a friendly standpoint will help Aldana in this matchup? It's
absolutely massive. I mean, she is training day in and day out with the living embodiment of someone who has beaten a quote-unquote unbeatable fighter. You know, she's with her every single day. And these two are, I'm telling you, there's something special. I remember they both debuted in Invicta in 2014. I remember seeing them both fight that night. And I think all of us went away thinking, there's something special, not just in each of them, but in the power of them together, right? There's not that many female duos, other than maybe the Shevchenko sisters, but they're sisters. They don't really have much of a choice, right? You know, there's not really that many female duos in MMA. And these two truly are the best. The way that they lift each other up, the way that they have, and now Alexa has set an example for what it's like to go in there against the greatest of all time in her division, an incredibly dominant champion. And quite frankly, she had a bigger mountain to climb on paper than Irene does on Saturday.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.